Hi, choosing your first programming language. Now that is a big topic. It's a question that almost every now and then get from my students or from my people I mentor. Most of them who are students come up to me and ask me which is the best programming language to learn. And I tell them it doesn't really matter. Just pick anything out there and learn it. Because at the end of the day, it's not really going to matter which programming language you learn first. I did a video in the past talking about programming languages and why you shouldn't learn multiple programming languages. The fact is, you'd have to learn the concepts first. You have to understand the concept of programming. So maybe you'd have to choose a programming language you are comfortable with at the beginning before you get to know yourself. Then make maybe another choice. If you're lucky and the one you choose first is going to be your choice, then fair enough, you stick to it. The thing is, how do you choose a programming language? I, for one, is going to go about it like this. I'm going to maybe take the 5 top programming languages in my field of interest. If I want to do web development, I look at the top programming languages in web development. If I'm into machine learning, I look at the top 5 programming languages in machine learning. And if I'm into backend programming in maybe, I don't know what, just look at the top 5 programming languages. That's step 1. Now, take something very simple, something as simple as building a calculator. A calculator can be also very complex, doesn't really matter, but take something very simple. A calculator, the simple calculator, 1 + 1, 1 + 2, 2 + 3, 2 - 4, 2, 5, 6. You get what I mean. Just take that and build it in all the 5 programming languages you've chosen. Now, since you know how maybe a calculator works, and it's something which is quite easy to build, I would say so, because if you don't know how to build a calculator, a simple 2 + 2, then you have other problems, and maybe you should maybe take a step back and really grab some concepts, right? But in any case, if you're in a university, if you are at home and you're teaching yourself programming, at this point you should know how to write a function. Now you do this in these 5 programming languages, and then you just find the one you're comfortable with. Just find the one which comes easy to you, for you, and then just stick to it and just learn that programming language. Make sure you do understand it well, understand the underlying framework well, understand the concept of programming, and apply it in that programming language you are using. That's the best advice I can give to people who are looking for their first programming language, right? So you do that for a while, and you then understand programming per se as to why people write code. Once you get that, you may be in the middle of your course or your bootcamp courses or your university studies, wherever you. Now, at the end of your studies, or when you're approaching the end of your studies, you may have an idea of where you want to work, right? So that's where you maybe start looking at these companies you want to work at, and then try to find out the programming languages they're using there. If you are lucky and one of the programming language you learned is the programming language you chose, fair enough. If it's not, and you really want to work there with that programming language, the knowledge transfer, like I've always been preaching, it's going to be easy. Right? If you master one, you can conquer the rest. Believe you me, that's the best advice I can give to up-and-coming programmers. Not to be learning multiple programming languages. Just take the programming language you are comfortable with and just stick to it and learn it. That's the best thing you can do. Right? So that's what I have for you today. Don't forget to hit the subscription button and hit the notification bell. So any other video I bring up in the future, you get notified about it. And adios.